Okay, so a lot of you had a lot of trouble with the quiz. The averages were pretty low for all periods. So I'm going to walk through the quiz so that you have this to refer back to, especially if you want to retake the quiz. Okay, so looking at the first one, we have a positive a, therefore our parabola opens up. 2/3 is less than 1, which means our parabola is going to be more wide. So we have this information. Our sketch would look opening up and it's more wide. Vertex H, comma K, -4, 6. We have a positive A, therefore our vertex is our minimum. Axis of symmetry is our x value of the vertex. We are shifting left 4 and up 6. Domain, always, always, negative infinity, positive infinity. Our range, when we have a positive A, is going to be y value, comma, infinity. Our y value is 6. And to find our y-intercept, we plug 0 back into our equation. So we're going to have f of 0 equals 2/3, 0 plus 4 squared plus 6. So we're going to have 2/3 times 4 squared plus 6. 4 squared is 16. 2/3 times 16 plus 6. 2/3 times 16 is 10.67. 10.67 plus 6 gives you a 16.67 as your y-intercept. Okay, so that's how we find all the characteristics given vertex form. Our next problem is in standard form. Roll of A, we have a negative A, so our parabola opens down. 3 is greater than 1, therefore our parabola will be more narrow. Because again, we don't look at this as a -3. We ignore the sign, we just look at it as a 3. And 3 is greater than 1. So we're going to be opening down and we're going to be more narrow. To find the vertex in standard form, -b over 2a, we have a -18 over 2 times -3. 18 over -6 gives you a -3, so that's the x value of the vertex. To find the y value, we take our -3, we plug it into our equation. So we're going to have g of -3 equals -3 times -3 squared minus 18 times -3 minus 5. -3 squared is 9. -18 times -3 is 54. So we have a -27 plus 54 minus 5. -27 plus 54 gives you a positive 27. Minus 5 gives you 22. That's our vertex. It is a maximum. Whenever we have a negative A, our vertex is a maximum. Our axis of symmetry is our x value of our vertex, -3. We are going left 3, up 22. So be careful on your shifts. You're always going left to right first, and then you're going up to down. So I saw a lot of people saying down 3 to the right 22. You're always going left to right first. So left 3, up 22. Domain. Range, we have a -a, therefore our range is going to be in the form based on our notes, -infinity, comma, y value. Y value is 22. And our y-intercept is, given standard form, is always just our c value. And our c value is -5. And we're done. To go over the ones on the back, our first question was to factor and identify the GCF given this. Okay, so because we have a negative term in the front, we have to pull out a negative GCF. 10, 5, and 20 are all divisible by 5. That's the greatest common factor. We have 2x's, 1x, and 4x's. We can pull out 1x from each and 1y from each. This divided by this will give you 2xy squared minus y to the 4th plus 4x cubed. Our next one, 16x cubed, y to the 6th, plus 8x squared, y to the 4th, minus 8x to the 4th, y to the 5th. Looking at 16, 8, and 8, we can pull out an 8. It's our greatest common factor. Looking at our x's, we have 3, 2, and 4. We can pull out 2 x's from each. 6, 4, and 5 y's. We can pull out 4 y's. So now we're going to say what's left. 16 divided by 8 is 2. We had 3 x's. We took 2. There's 1 left. We had 6 y's. We took 4. There's 2 left. 8 divided by 8 is 1. We had 2 x's. We took 2, so nothing's left. We had 4. We took 4, so nothing's left. So it's just going to be plus 1. We had negative 8 divided by 8, negative 1. We had 4 x's. We took 2. There's 2 left. We had 5 y's. We took 4. There's 1 y left. So that's it. 2xy squared plus 1 minus x squared y. Number 3, x squared plus 2x minus 15. You're asked to factor that out. We know we're going to have 2 x's here. Some factors of our c that might add to b. We have 1 and 15, 3 and 5. So let's do 3 and 5 because we know that can some way add to be 2. If we have a positive 5 and a negative 3, let's check it. Inner is negative 3x. Outer is 5x. That gives us a 2x. And negative 3 times 5 gives us a negative 15. Number 4, 3x squared minus 22x plus 24. Factors of our c term, 1 and 3. Factors of our c term, 2, 12, 1, 24, 3, 8, 4, 6. We're going to have a 3x and an x. If you were to choose 4 and 6, when you do inner and outer, you get 4x and 18x, which in some way can combine to negative 22. In order for that to combine to a negative 22, these both have to be negative. Because a negative 4 minus 18 gives you a negative 22. A negative 4 times negative 6 will give you a positive 24. So those are all the solutions to the quiz we took today. Use this to help you on your homework, and also study this if you are planning on retaking the quiz before Friday.